What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. No Days Off. And we're back with another one. Should be a pretty good one. We're headed to Greenville, North Carolina. I have to deliver a loader, a 966 cat loader. Got all my permits in. They came in yesterday. So now I'm headed to pick the loader up. And we're gonna put that thing on our back. And we're gonna mosey on up the road. It ain't too heavy. It's about the size of a Traco. I think it's like 52,000. Nothing too crazy. Nothing we can't handle. Nothing we can't handle. So we're gonna put on our back and get on up the road, man. Man, it's cold out here this morning, man. It is freezing out here this morning. I don't know if it's colder today or yesterday, because yesterday was a really, really cold day as well. Yesterday was so crazy. I went and got my, I had a preload. And I went to dump my preload of mulch. Got down there to the receiver. Load froze in the trailer. Would not walk it off. Make it so bad, my floor was frozen. My walking floor was frozen. My slats wouldn't move. I had to literally sit there in the sun and let my load thaw out. And once the load thawed out, I still wasn't able to walk it off because my floor was frozen. So I had to get on the dump. And once I got on the dump, tipped it up, dumped it all out, the side of the trailer that was in the sun, there was nothing on that wall. Like no mulch or anything was on that wall. On the driver's side that wasn't in the sun, it was full of mulch. Mulch was still frozen to that side of the trailer all caked up. I did all I could do to get it off the best I could, but I mean most of it, well all of it came off the next load. But man, it was crazy. I sat there like 4 hours trying to thaw out. Mind you, I've hauled mulch plenty of times, several times in below 30 degrees, but yesterday it was like 12 degrees that morning. I don't think I've ever hauled it when it's been that cold. So now I know if it's that cold, and the lesson for y'all, if it's that cold, you hauling mulch, don't get a preload. It ain't worth it because I lost 4 hours sitting there waiting for the load to thaw out. So if preload's not worth it, just get up early, get out there and get you a load first thing in the morning, and work later if you can. But a preload was definitely not worth those 4 hours outside there for that load to unload. Pissed me off. But anyway, man, I'm done ranting. I'll catch up with y'all when we get down here to the load. Hello?
What's happening?
Nothing much. What's going on?
Cold on.
Man, I'm gonna have to get the loader and lift up these ramps. They froze solid. Frozen solid. Lord. So when I get on the loader, I'm going to use the bucket to flip them ramps up, cause they froze like froze. I tried to deadlift them things up and still couldn't get them, so we'll have to call in some heavy enforcement to get those ramps on the ground, you dig? Well, I gotta walk 1.5 miles to get to this loader. But I'd rather walk 1 mile to get to the loader than to pull my truck down here and drop that low boy somewhere that's not level and then spend an hour trying to get it hooked back up. Always drop your low boy on level ground, if possible. Cause trying to hook it back up, line up to it, trailer uneven, get the pin to fall, man, it's aggravating. So if you can put it on level ground, put it on level ground. Alright guys, we locked and loaded. Getting ready to head on to our destination. We got 10, 20, 30, 40, about 45,000 pounds of securement on this unit. 2 in the back, 2 across the front, 1 over the bucket. We're good to go. Everything good and tight, looking right, looking tight. We just loaded the wagon, now we're about to mosey on down. All right, man, finally back in the warm, locked and loaded. We're pulling out this big load. This big boy 966. Alright, so a lot of people have been asking. A lot of people have been asking in the comments and want to know where the green truck is. And the green truck is at home. The green truck, the week I got this truck rebuilt and back on the road, that same week the green truck started building pressure. I was hauling a dozer. I was hauling a dozer from my house to my partner's house, and I was coming down the road. I had just filled up with water because I've been noticing she's been pushing water out of the radiator, but very slowly. So every week I would fill it up. So I knew something was going on, just it hadn't happened yet. So every week I would have to fill it up, nothing major, maybe a gallon or two every week. So this day I stuck the water hose down in there, filled it up to an overflow, took off with the dozer. Maybe I went 10 miles on the way to his house, and I couldn't even make it there, and water went everywhere. It was just blowing water everywhere. So at that point we knew that it's either a blown head gasket, and more than likely that's what it is. That motor has over 1 million miles on the rebuild, so it's probably a blown head gasket. So with it having so many miles on the rebuild, it was rebuilt before I bought it, but I had the paperwork from Blanchard Cat. It was rebuilt in 2014. They put a platinum overhaul on it. I've had it for about 5 years, and I know I put some miles on it. So I'm gonna get it rebuilt, and I'm gonna get it rebuilt the same way I got this truck rebuilt. This is the same year, 2005 C15 twin turbo Acer, and we went 16-to-1 piston cylinder paints. So we changed the pressure from 18-to-1 to 16-to-1. I put an aftermarket stage 3 APC head on it, and she nasty. And we deleted the IVA. Bagged off and deleted the IVA. And the IVAs were the main thing that was giving me problems on my green truck. My actuator would go out and it would just kill my performance on the green truck. So that was the main thing I wanted to get rid of and change on this truck when I got it built. So I'm very, very satisfied with this truck, the way it pulls. I have one issue with this truck, and it's not even motor related. The one issue is I can't load up anything that's extremely heavy, like a grinder. If I try to load the grinder on the back of this truck, I believe I have an air regulator somewhere in my airlines going to my airbags, and I haven't had time to just get up under there and figure it out yet. But my airbags will lift up, but it won't give me enough clearance. My half fenders will still be sitting almost on top of my tires when I load something extremely heavy. Like if I'm 120,000 pounds and up, it won't do. But like right now I'm about 110. I got this 966 cat loader, it's about 52. The low boy is about 25, the truck is about 20. So I'm close to 110 right now with all that. Hold on, let me add another thing on top of it. I'm at 52 on the loader, 62, 72, 77, 80, 97. Yeah, I'm about 100,000 pounds. Not 110. I got a permit for 110, but I'm about 100,000. And it raised it up for no problem. But anything over 110 and up, she don't want to participate. And I tried it out twice. I tried it out with the Vermeer grinder. I just hooked my truck up to the grinder. The grinder itself is 100,000 by itself, and it would not air up. And I tried it again when I had the logo. I tried to load a 336 cat Trago, would not pick it up. So I got to figure that out. If I can figure that out, I'll be a little more satisfied with the truck. But as far as pulling, power, speed, she A1, top notch. She a top notch. I can't wait to build a green truck the same way. Man, she gonna do that. I got a custom tune in this one. She tuned to 650 horses. The green truck was tuned to like 550, 600 horses. And it's a night and day difference. So when I do get the green truck built, I'm probably gonna tune it to about 700 horses just to see how it performs, how it handles. And that's gonna be my heavy haul truck. My plan is to tune it to about 700. I want to go up to either 370s or 390s, probably 370s, because I don't want to be tacked up too hard. So I think I'm gonna go 370s on my rear ends, put me a drop axle on it, so I have 3 axles. And she's gonna be my heavy haul truck. This is gonna be my general freight over the road truck. wasn't a big sleeper. Me and Shelby can fit comfortably back there in the van. So it's gonna be my overnight truck. When I gotta go somewhere, spend the night, come back the next day. We'll hop in this big glow. That's what Shelby call a big glow. We'll hop in big glow. But overall, man, I'm satisfied, man. I love it. She's been doing the damn thing. But when I first got her built, I had a few hiccups. First got her built, we had too much oil pressure. So we had to go in and take out a washer. Got that all situated. Then I had a leak in my radiator. My radiator had a pinhole in it, and it was just spurting out water. So I changed the whole radiator. So got the whole radiator, the reservoir, and everything. Changed all of that. Went back with a brand new radiator. Then I had a fuel leak. So I had a fuel line that had rotted and decayed. I had to go up under there, change the whole fuel line. And my fuel wasn't balancing out of my tank, so I had to go back under there, change the fuel filter, and keep my tank balanced. What else happened? I had to get a wet line. On the PTO and a pump, and I had to get a tank, and I didn't want to put the hydraulic tank. I bought the hydraulic tank to go in the back, still haven't used it. So I ended up getting another split tank. So now I got a split tank, just like my green truck. So if y'all want to buy a hydraulic tank, I got one for sale. Because I got it and didn't even use it. So that was just a waste of $1,000. Need to get rid of it. I need to post it. So that's what's been going on, man. But as far as this truck, the engine bill, I'm very, very satisfied with it. The suspension on this truck is not an 8-bag, it's a 4-bag suspension. I do not like the 4-bag suspension better than the 8-bag. I hear a lot of people brag about the 4-bag suspension. I'm not a fan of it. This is like the low leaf version of Peterbilt. That's what's on this truck. So I guess it's the low leaf version of Kenworth. It's 4-bag and it got the little U-shaped spring on it. Not a fan. And maybe I'm not a fan because I haul heavy pretty often, but I'm not a fan. Now, changing the airbag on is a hell of a lot easier. Now, I am a fan of changing the airbag. I had to change the airbag on this one as soon as I got it. Easy as cake. Changing the airbag on the 8-bag, a little more difficult, but the ride, the way I handle the curves, I like it. Hands down, I like it better. Yeah, I like it. It is what it is, so I do like this Tom. Oh, and this ain't nothing but a 10-speed. I don't like the fact that it's a 10-speed. I'm definitely gonna go to a 13-speed, but it's really mind-boggling to me. It ain't really making sense for me to buy a 13-speed to put in this truck when I got a 13-speed in the green truck. So what would make the most sense to me is it's a brand new 13-speed, maybe 2 years old, in the green truck. Take that out of the green truck, put it in here, and get me a new 18-speed to go in the green truck. That's how my mind works. So it's probably what I'm going to end up doing before I put it back on the road. Since it's going to be my heavy truck, it needs to have an 18-speed in it. So instead of having to buy 18-speed and a 13-speed, just buy one 13, put it in here, take this 10, take it to the scrap yard or sell it or something, and be done with it. One shot, one kill. But I don't know, man. It's all a work in progress. All a work in progress. Just gotta figure it out as we go. Yo, finally made it to the destination. Made it out here to Weyerhaeuser. I still got the loader loaded up back there. How this gonna work? I'm gonna drop the low boy to get all the weight off my bags, off my suspension. But I'm like leave the loader and everything on the low boy because I have to go about an hour down the road and pick up a screener. So I'm gonna drop the low boy here, go pick up the screener first thing in the morning, come back, park the screener, come back and get the low boy, go take the loader off, and gonna be all she wrote. You too. Man, I forgot all about y'all this morning. Don't be mad at me. We just picked up the screener though. I just picked up the screener. Man, I had a wild, crazy night last night. Damn, I didn't even think about recording. I was so mad. But I'm about to, ooh, look at this ice. I'm about to set my camera up. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright, so I got the screener, hooked up to it, had to come to a compost place to grab it. Had to come to a compost place to grab the screener. No big deal. Ooh, look at this ice. Let me get up this ice first. It's a little hill too. I need to lock my axle in before we do this. Right here doesn't get a lot of sun, so it still froze over. Let's see, can we stay in the tracks and get on up? Alright, so we're pulling it pretty good. We're getting on up the ice. What I did was turn on, I locked my axles in. I locked my front axle in and the back axle in. Well, the back axle was already locked in. But I locked them in so now the truck can pull on both sides. On the driver's side and the passenger side, wheels could be turning. Because if I just got my passenger side turning as I'm going up, they might start spinning and twist the truck going up this ice. So if both of them are turning and we're going straight, I got to pull from both sides of the truck. Keep us straight in line while we're going up this hill. So we made it up. Okay. I talked to y'all last night, got to my spot last night, laid down about 9 o'clock. About 9:15. As soon as I start dozing off, I get a knock at the door. Now mind you, I'm at the plant with the loader, taking the loader to the plant for this plant. So boom, I pull it in, get a knock at the door. Mind you, I get here at 6:30. Get there at 6:30, I'm sitting all with at 9 o'clock. Knock on the door, boom, boom, boom. Flashlight shining. I was like, man, ain't no way. So I get up, and it's this old lady, nice as pie. She probably mid to late 60s. She was like, hey, you okay? I was like, yes, ma'am, I'm good. She say, you can't park right here. I say, huh? She said, yeah, we don't allow anybody to park right here. I was like, well, I'm not in the way. She was like, no, but they don't allow anybody to park right here. It's a safety hazard. Spinning like that. Oh, man. So I made it up the first hill. There's nothing but ice. This hill had some ice that started melting a little bit. And now I can't get up. Now I'm sliding down it, to be honest. hope don't nothing come over this hill when I get her wound up. When I get her wound up, we going. I promise you that. Do that. And I can finish telling my damn story. Spinning on ice. But anyway, she tell me you can't park here. I'm like, what you mean I can't park here? I don't understand. I'm bringing this tractor for these people. They said they wanted. They said I could park here. She was like, she old. I'm trying to be nice as possible. I don't want to get rude with the older lady. But she said I can't park here. So cool. So, mind you, I done dropped my low boy because I knew I was gonna have to drop it in the morning to come and pick up the screener. So I dropped the low boy on the ground, undo all my hoses, undo my hydraulic lines, I undo my air lines, I undo everything. Thinking that I got a plan, I'm gonna get up in the morning and go and everything gonna be good. And everything gonna be good. So she said I can't park here. I said okay, I ain't tripping. I'll get up out the bed, I put my clothes on, bundle up, I hook back up to my little boy, hook all my lines up, hook all my hoses up. Pissed off, but I'm trying to be calm. And while she was telling me I couldn't park there, she said that we own some land down the road. She said you get out of here, turn right at the stop sign, you go over the railroad track, and it's gonna be a stop sign right there. You turn down that road and we got some land right there where you can park it. Mind you, it's 9 o'clock at night, so it's extremely dark. So I said, yes ma'am, okay, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Get out, hook back up to my truck, hook all my lines up, turn around, leave off of their property. I go about a half a mile, I go over the railroad track she talking about, and I see the road she talking about. It's pitch black dark down this road. And she was telling me that once I turn down the road, it's gonna be a dirt road that I turn down. Mind you, I'm 110,000 pounds. This ain't what's finna happen. I'm not about to do this. I don't know where I'm going. It's dark. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I got a low boy. I could possibly get this thing stuck. This just ain't a good idea. So I know that there was a store at the very end of the road. There's a store out there. So I go to the store thinking that I could park at the store. Because the last time I was down here, trucks and everything was parked at the store. So I get down here to the store. Now the store done put up like posts. And put posts up to pretty much solidify where the truck parking is. So you back in between the posts and you could park the truck there. And you gotta pay. They got a sign out now saying $20 to pay for parking. So I realized I'm not gonna be able to park in this store because the store got some big ass potholes, like huge potholes. Your whole truck could sit in one of these potholes, and all of them was full of water, full of ice because they all frozen right now. So I realized that this ain't gonna be a good idea. So at this point, I'm going back to the plant, and me and this lady gonna have to have a discussion and figure out what's gonna be plan B, because plan A just ain't it. So I go back to the plant, I go in there nice, and I tell her, ma'am, we gotta do a plan B. I tried to do what you said. I went down there. She was like, was it too dark? I was like, it is dark, but I didn't need to turn down the road and go down in there because I'm 110,000 pounds. And I don't know if it's soft. I don't know what's going on. And the last thing I'm going to need to do is get stuck. And she got upset. She was like, well, they didn't tell me you was coming. If they knew you was coming, they should have told me. And I would have been expecting you. But here's what I can do for you. I said, okay, yeah. What can you do? She said, I'm going to let you through this gate. And you come over here to this parking lot where these trailers are dropped at. But they got a lot, well, probably 15 chip trailers dropped there. She said, you go over here and you bag up to that wood line and you can drop your trailer right there. I said, I can't sleep here? She said, no, you can't sleep here, but you can drop your trailer right here. I said, well, I'll take that. I dropped my trailer right here and I can find somewhere to sleep. So that's what I did. Bagged up in the hole, undid all my lines, dropped the trailer. Then I went back to the store, went in and paid $20 to park my truck. Just a truck, no trailer. But it is what it is. I ain't tripping. I'm going to park right here. I don't want nobody knocking on my door waking me up. By this time, it's 10:30. I done got to the ship at 6 o'clock. And I did all this ripping and running, and now it's 10:30. So I finally laid down, went to bed. The recording was the last thing on my mind, but I wish I would have recorded all this stuff, but I didn't. I'm still a little rusty. I got to shake the car wheels off, so. But yeah, man, that was the night I had. Woke up this morning at like 6 o'clock. Came an hour and a half to pick up this screener. And here we are. Got stuck on the damn dirt road, want to pick up the screener. Can't make it up, can't make it up. Can't make it up. But yeah, man, now headed back to drop this screener off. Once I drop this screener off, I'm going back home. I had planned on hooking up to a load of mulch today, but I don't think that's gonna happen. No turn on red. Because it is already 9 o'clock. It's like a 5-hour ride home. I'll probably get back over here at 10:30, leave by hopefully by 11. Nah, it's gonna be 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock by the time I even get back home. So not gonna happen. But it is what it is, man. It's all part of the game. Take the wins with the losses. Go home and get ready for Friday. Get everything hooked up, trailer hooked up, everything ready to go. And start off early Friday and try to make the best of it. And they calling for more snow this weekend in the Carolinas. Come on, man. How we gonna make money with all the snow? Calling for more snow in the Carolinas. But it's all good. It is all good. I ain't too mad at it. Let's roll, baby. Ah! Roll this thing up. Oh, damn. I left the chain across the bucket. Ugh. Now let's roll around to the back. My loader won't turn to the left. I think I know why. You put that little thing in place right there. It's for transporting it. And they say when you do that, you don't have to put a chain in the middle. Cause the little red thing that I just moved, it got a pin in it. Has a pin in the back, got a pin in the front. When you twist it around, put the pin in the front, it keeps the machine from being able to pivot while you're going down the road. So if you don't have that pin in, then you need to chain it, two at the back, two at the front, and two in the middle, so the machine can't pivot while you're going down the road. And I pulled the pin out, but I didn't twist the lever around to the back. Yeah. That's what I didn't do. But it's all good. We rolling. Gonna take this thing around back, get Bo to give me a ride back to the front. And we're gonna mosey on down the road, we dig. Turn this camera around so y'all can see where I'm going. Make sure I don't hit nobody and don't nobody hit me. Cause if you hit me, I might fall out this low. Lay on the ground and scream. Done. Well, I guess I'm over halfway done. Now I just gotta go back down the road. Alright, man, we done made it out here. I appreciate you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Gonna make it do what it do. Thank you for coming. Peace.